Hi, Greenhouse family. It's Dr. Leslie Apgar coming at you from Greenhouse Wellness. Today, we are actually going to be speaking with Dr. Wilson King, who is another OBGYN, and she is actually located in Florida, in sunny Florida. Today's actually a nice day, so I can't complain. And we're going to be talking about cannabis as it relates to women, given that we're going to be talking with two OBGYNs. And we're going to be answering some questions, hopefully. I can't wait to pick her brain. And we are going to be available to answer your questions also. So Greenhouse Wellness is very fortunate to be able to be part of a study on sexual health. And so we're going to be talking about that as well, and we'll be recruiting patients for that. And so we have lots of cool things to talk about. So I know Sierra's working to get Dr. Wilson King joined with us. I love technology.
So I think if you have anything that you want to start out by saying, I'm not sure if she's joining us right away.
Okay.
If we want to talk about like the study first, and then we'll have her join with questions.
So what we have obviously is a long history of cannabis being used in women's health and in women's sexual health, and that goes back eons. And so lost over time, given that cannabis was made a Schedule I drug, and given that we didn't have the capability of further study. But the ancients knew that this was good medicine for women. And if you've read any of Ethan Russo's work out on the West Coast, I may or may not have a little bit of a science crush on him, but he is a wealth of knowledge about said things and has published a lot on the topic. So we know that cannabis works for sex, okay? But we don't know exactly what it is in cannabis that's working. It definitely gives us a elevated sex drive, and it makes the sensations feel much better. And we know that women's bodies are wired specifically for cannabis. We have really dense concentrations of cannabinoid receptors in our reproductive tract. And it's very interesting that levels of, say, estrogen impact the levels of your endogenous cannabinoids in your body. And it's very interesting to me, who have held hands of innumerable patients over the years who are going through miscarriages or suffering from something like preterm labor, that maybe part of that breakdown is a deficiency in our own endocannabinoid system, and that if our endocannabinoid system is balanced properly, that our normal reproductive function works better. And maybe that is why so many of my patients couldn't get pregnant, and they had spontaneous miscarriages again and again and again. It's fascinating to look at what is available to us now in some of the data that's coming out, and think about it and kind of extrapolate and see if perhaps that was what was going on for some of my patients. So anyway, we know that cannabis and women go together, and what we're looking to do is to decide how is that actually happening. And so we're really excited to work with the folks who are putting this study together.
Okay, we're just still waiting for her to hop on so that I can add her. Give us just a second.
Got it. So we are going to be answering your questions. If anybody has any questions live, I can talk a little bit about who Dr. Wilson King is. She is a board certified OBGYN like I am, and has over 25 years of clinical experience. And like me, she kind of got disenchanted with Western medicine and opened up a holistic and preventative medicine practice, which I think is fantastic, a great number of years ago. And she now is using her expertise in plant-based medicine. Funny, right? Integrated health, nutrition, supplements, exercise, cannabis education, and hormone balancing. So all the things that we love and all the things that I've talked to my patients about for years, she's also doing. So that's really fantastic. Let's see, what else? She did her training at Thomas Jefferson in Philly, and she went to undergrad at Swarthmore, and did med school at Jefferson as well. So we are excited to connect with her and answer all of your questions. So if we can just get our technology to work, guys, we'll be all up in it. So we're going to be partnering with Stanford, I know, for this study on sexual health, and they have a number of dispensaries all over the country that they're working with to collect data, which is fantastic. And so we're excited to learn and to share everything that we're learning with you guys. Do you want to maybe try again in a few minutes, Sierra?
Yeah, we're gonna come back. I'm just not seeing that she is viewing us.
You know, it's President's Day today, and it's Monday, and if something electronic can go wrong, it'll go wrong on a Monday. So we will go ahead and just give a few minutes, guys. Sorry for the confusion, but we'll get her on the line and we'll have a little conversation.
We'll be back.
We'll be back.